Well, this ain't gonna go over well. So, it is just a rumor. But, see, with the track record so far, I know that people had a big issue. Even though I didn't speak on it, the whole season basically went down the drain, kind of. It just wasn't what I expected it to be with Peacemaker. I know a lot of people had certain issues with the Yahtzee world that Peacemaker wanted to live in until he found out it was. But so, Lanterns will target conservatives as villains. So, this is one of those things that I notice people getting pissed off about. Like, you'll see that in movies and TV shows in the past several years that, conservatives are made to look like the bad guy, and along with the rest of the modern audience and messaging, people are just sick of it. So if this is true, it will cause a problem. It says here, the rumored direction of HBO's upcoming Lanterns series is already igniting controversy after a rumor about its villains, and the show hasn't even premiered yet, according to a new report circulating from a private teaser screening. The Lanterns villains may be portrayed as politically motivated conservative extremists, raising fresh concerns that James Gunn's DCU is once again leaning into divisive messaging rather than timeless storytelling. Yeah, I would hope that's not the case, because you already know it's gonna blow as soon as it premieres, or whenever it shows, it's gonna blow up if it's the case. If accurate, the Lanterns will mark another entry in a growing pattern of the DCU, one where ideology risks overshadowing character, lore, and audience goodwill. To be clear up front, these details are unverified and must be treated as a rumor, but given the creative leadership involved in the direction of recent DCU projects, the speculation is gaining traction for a reason. Yeah. And that happens, you see a company is known for certain things, or a certain trend, or a creator, a director, an actor is known for certain things, and then you hear a rumor, it may be false, but given their track record, you're like, I could see them doing that. We'll just have to see. Wait and see. Now, this is what the report claims. The report originates from a second-hand account first reported by Cosmic Book News of Lanterns teaser that allegedly screened in Mexico City. According to that account, the primary antagonists are described as zealots, aligned with conservative political beliefs, operating out of a small, possibly abandoned American town. No classic Green Lanterns villains, such as, by the way, I've heard, I don't know if it's just another, that they're not going to have their uniforms on in this. Like, it's just going to be truly like a buddy cop show, but the Ring will be in it or something like that. I hope that's not the case. I hope at least at the end they get their suits. No classic Green Lantern villains such as Atrocitus or Sinestro or Black Hand were explicitly identified in the footage. Instead, the focus appears to be on grounded human antagonists driven by ideology rather than cosmic or mythological threats. The shift alone is notable for a franchise built on intergalactic cores, emotional spectrums, and larger-than-life villains. Replacing iconic adversaries with politically coded humans represents a dramatic departure from source material. Yeah. Says Damon Lindelof, which sounds familiar. His influence raises eyebrows. One reason the rumor is being taken seriously is the creative pedigree behind the series. Lanterns is executive produced by Damon Lindelof, who previously, um, whose previous project, Watchmen, was, oh, good Lord. Oh, God. They destroyed Watchmen. That was, oh, I couldn't even finish that. That was horrible. The report explicitly compares Lanterns to Watchmen. Oh man, as well as True Detectives and Mayor of Easttown, suggests a grounded, tense, realistic tone. The approach may appeal to prestige TV audiences, but it also signals a clear shift away from the escapism many fans associate with the Green Lantern stories. If the Lantern's villains are indeed politically framed, the comparison to Watchmen becomes less tonal and more ideological. The controversy surrounding the rumored Lantern's villains does not exist in a vacuum. Instead, it fits into a broader debate. There is a picture of Peacemaker right here. It's followed James Gunn's DCU from its earliest releases, with many fans arguing that modern political themes have increasingly bled into projects that were once defined by escapism. The debate intensified with Peacemaker, which leaned heavily into social commentary and satire. While some praised the show's irreverent tone, others felt it crossed the line by portraying religious and patriotic imagery in a way that many Christian conservative viewers interpreted as mocking or dismissive. Rather than targeting abstract ideas or institutions, critics argued that Peacemaker often framed its commentary around recognizable cultural values, leaving certain audiences feeling singled out rather than entertained. A discussion resurfaced again with Superman, where viewers pointed out the parallels between the film's global conflict themes and ongoing tension in the Middle East. Although the film never directly referenced real-world events, many felt its framing of the power, intervention, and moral authority echoed contemporary geopolitical debates. Yeah, people were talking about that. I totally forgot about that. Supporters of Gunn dismissed those interpretations as overreach, while critics argued that the symbolism was deliberate and reflective of Gunn's worldview. Taken together, these reactions have fueled perception of the DCU is increasingly willing to court controversy through allegory and modern political framing, whether intentional or not. That perception has shaped how audiences now approach new projects. As a result, rumors about Lantern's villains being politically coded have landed in an environment already primed for skepticism. Yeah. Like I said, I always tell you this, like the Hulk said, people now are like an exposed nerve. You know what I mean? They are very, very sensitive to certain things going on. And if you even hint at something, it is whatever it is to them. You know what I mean? Even if you didn't mean it that way, they're going to see it that way because of how much programming you've done to their minds over the past years. They also tackle the whole Hal Jordan being replaced by Jon Stewart. The rumor narrative also revisits the controversial theme previously discussed by the showrunner. According to the report, Jon Stewart can only assume the Green Lantern mantle if Hal Jordan steps aside. So he is replacing him. While the concept has precedent in interviews, it remains a break in traditional comic lore, especially given that Guy Gardner is already active elsewhere in the DCU. If true, the handling of Hal Jordan alongside the Lantern's villains could further fuel fan skepticism, particularly among longtime readers who, I'd like them all active. Guy Gardner grew on me in Superman. He was funny. And I'd like to see them all active, but I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to say this. I want all of my entertainment to be good. Personally, I'm tired of all the controversy. I'm tired of it. I'm just a guy that wants a little bit of fun, escapism, relax, get excited about, have fun, review them, talk about them, react, all that stuff. But yeah, good Lord. What a world. 10 million subscribers. Will